And he was very, very optimistic that the cancer had gone. But life is like that. We shall all die. So he has done his part, and it's now we and you who are here to continue. So therefore I'm here to give some witness to the contribution of Muhakanizi. I would describe our dealings, my dealings with the Muhakanizi group as a convergence of two forces, if you like. Muhakanizi, tumsime Mtebire, Kasami. The wife was mentioning some other people whom I don't know myself. When we came from the bush, we found them here in the system, in the Ministry of Finance. There were two ministries that time. There was the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development and the Ministry of Finance. They were separate. Actually, they are the ones who advised me to merge them. It was part of their advice. Now, those young economists belonged to the thinking of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. They really believed in the analysis and the strategy of the IMF and the World Bank. We, from the bush, yes, we were aware of what they were talking about, but we had a deeper target than what they were talking about. However, our partnership has been quite helpful to the country. English language is poor. They don't have enough words. I don't know why they Banyankore have slightly more words than the English. So there are three words. One is okomora. Okomora is when somebody is injured and bleeding. In order to deal with the wound, it is very crucial that you okomora. You stop the bleeding. But the Banyankore have another word called okujenga. Okujenga is what you would call in your English surgery, to do surgery. And then the other word which applies to the Muhakanizi group is okwegama. Okwegama. Okwegama, to stand by the side and you let things happen. Now, the therapy of this group of our friends whom we found here, Mutevire, Kasami, Muhakanizi, there is this new governor, deputy governor of the Bank of Uganda. He's in that group. He's also Omomozi, Okomora, and the others whom Janet was talking about, whom I don't know. Their therapy was as follows. Number one, control inflation. Because if you don't control inflation, the economy will not stabilize, the economic actors will not have a predictable environment. And how do you control inflation? First of all, you control the supply of money, but secondly, you also have strict budgeting. Don't spend the money you don't have. Now, number two, allow the market forces to determine the price of commodities, including the exchange rate. Because before we came, they had the practice of the Bank of Uganda allocating money, foreign exchange money, fixing the exchange rate, saying that the exchange rate is so much, when in fact on the black market it was much more. So they strongly advised, and after listening carefully to them, I was persuaded by their advice that let the shilling find its level. Let it float until it finds its level. And so should all the other prices. Let all the prices be controlled by the market. And then the kwegama I was talking about, in your English language you would call it liberalization. Let the state not be so much involved in running the economy. Let it stand aside a bit and let the private sector do much of the work. So I was persuaded by of course there were other people who were thinking differently, like Dr. Suruma, people like Dr. Nahamia and others who had a different idea. But when I listened to them, I thought what they were saying was useful, was useful, but not enough. And this is where we had some sort of tug of war. Now, on our side from the bush, ours was okujenga. Okay, you can have the Komora, you can have they call it macroeconomic stabilization, but you must do the surgery so that the economy becomes a new economy. And what they had proposed, and we had accepted and they had implemented, helped us to do our kujenga, our surgery, our structural changes. Now, these were what? Number one, because what they were proposing, what they recommended to us and what we accepted quickly resulted into what we call minimum economic recovery. So I'm very sorry that Muhakanizi died when he was very useful, but he made his contribution. So it is up to us now, up to you people, to do your own contribution. With these few words, I commend his contribution, and may his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you so much.